Well, hello, everybody. It's a beautiful Saturday. Start the stream off with a hopefully familiar song. English UK, what's that business about? So this stream is different for me. It's about the same for you. But the biggest difference for me is I'm standing. I've got a new stream layout here. I'm also a lot closer to the microphone, which hopefully sounds better, but there might be more ambient noise. There we go. Skipping the check. All right. So as Feren OS is booting into the live session, I'll go through the intro. All right. Change the music up, get back on Distro Delve's radio, which is a there is a playlist that you can follow. Not saying that I listen to this playlist while we're streaming, but if you like the music that we listen to here, you can follow that playlist. I don't know if anybody knows who that was, what song that was. No special guest? I'm not, we don't, this is, I'm not gonna do it later. Where Cynical Wolf bark? Feren OS don't hold back. You know, Eris, I'm glad that you said that, because I saw that there was a comment in the live chat section saying that I'm gonna say nice things about Feren OS because Feren is a friend or associate of mine. And while I do appreciate Feren, I think that I'm probably more critical of friends and people that I associate with. So the idea that I'm going to go easy on Feren OS because I like Dominic is couldn't be any further from the truth. I'll probably be harder on Feren OS. So, yeah. So before I read the intro, I want to do that while I'm doing the install. Let's go through this little welcome screen really quick, because I think this is for the live session, or maybe it's not, actually. If we see this again, I might just skip this, so we can just go straight into the intro. Start. Okay, so this is for the live session, because it wouldn't say install it if it's already installed. So when you drop into the live session, you've got this nice little tour app. And I've got a list of release notes, but I'm not going to get to them until we finish the install. But yeah, so Dominic is saying that this has special extra steps for the live session. So we'll start the tool, transfer your files from Microsoft Windows, and it's self-aware that it knows that it's in a live session. So I mentioned this about Linux Lite, where it pops up the welcome app, which has a bunch of non-live session stuff in it. And I mean, this proves that you can have apps specific to the live session pop up, and you can also not show the welcome app for the live session. So going back to Linux Lite, I think it's even more lazy that they did it that way now that I'm seeing how Feren OS is doing it. So we're not going to use this transfer tool because I don't have anything to transfer. I'm sure it's very cool. It's put together really well. Very nice. Hopefully there's another Linux YouTuber that will test that. Start installing Feren OS. Let's get it going. Brad's Tech World. Hey, how's it going? So, like I said, oh wow, Diving right into this, huh? I'm okay with it. This stream setup is a little bit different for me because I'm standing and because my microphone configuration is a bit different, and I'm recording this like I'm on a TV opposed to a monitor. Like, it's a TV sized monitor, I guess is probably more accurate. You need to provide a password. I did, though. What are you asking me? Did I not provide a password? Or maybe I typed it in wrong or something. So I'm like still kind of getting the hang of all of this. With the extra music, this is turning into extreme distro delving. Is it too loud? Oh, that was yet another thing that I changed. I changed the compression ratio on the music because at the end of the stream, towards the end of the stream, I'm going to have a guest come on and we're going to talk Linux and technology news. And I just learned this, not like it was a big revelation, I kind of already knew it, but I need jack. Pulse Audio doesn't have the features that I need. I've talked about jack before and about how I don't want to use jack, but I finally have like a specific use case for it. Brad, you'll be back in a half hour. Okay, we'll be on the desktop by then. So I need to be able to control Discord's audio separate from my music's audio, and there's no good way of doing that with Pulse Audio. But with jack, it would be pretty easy. But I didn't have the time to get all that set up. And I'm also getting a new laptop here pretty soon, and I don't want to screw around with this one anymore, so we're just going to kind of deal with the subpar stuff until that laptop comes. So let's get into the intro notes now that Feren OS is installing. This is Calamaris, by the way. Who's the special guest? I guess you'll find out. Who's the special guest? I guess you will find out. Okay. So, this is the Distro Delve Show on channel EG100. It's the best damn Linux review show that you will find on YouTube. Today is Saturday, November 14th, 2020. We're going to be looking at Feren OS Snapshot 2020.11. You don't think what's intentional? Oh, is the chat showing up on the screen, by the way? I don't think I changed that, so it should be fine. EG99, EG98, EG100. There's going to be a short little news a news segment towards the end of the show, and we normally do our destruction. You probably can't see chat very well because it's very white right here, huh? Does this help? There you go. There's going to be some news stuff, so I'm going to have a guest come on at the end of the show when we destroy Feren OS. Around that time, I'm going to have a guest come on. We're going to talk some Linux headlines, Linux and tech headlines, so that's going to be fun. So I originally wanted to have some music playing in the background, and there still will be, but we're going to do the fun little music segment before the news segment. In the future, I would like to combine them, but the problem that I have, and maybe Jack can fix this, I don't know, is that my guest, when I have him on Discord, he can't hear the music. So if I'm playing music, if we're playing 80s or something, the guest can't hear it. So I got to figure this stuff out. There's a lot of moving parts to this. Vivaldi is an interesting browser choice. Where do you see that? Was it listed here or something? Hello, Gabriel. Gabriel? If you like the show, you want to support it, you want to support me, you become a patron, or you can use YouTube's Super Chat or stickers. I recently discovered that those are kind of the same. Those are two different things. They do the same thing, but they're different. I don't know why YouTube has it set up that way, but you can buy stickers and support me that way, or you can use Super Chat. And if you use stickers or Super Chat during the stream, I will read a dad joke. I did that a little bit on the last stream and it was pretty funny. And I've got some dad jokes lined up, and this is not an original idea. I do not take credit for the dad joke for tips idea. I just think it's a pretty good one. And of course, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because according to my YouTube analytics, people find my videos and streams from their dashboard, browse features, and existing subscriber notifications. For some reason, my videos are not promoted in suggested videos that pop up like on the side. I don't know why. And they rank extremely poorly in the YouTube search. So if you want to keep track of what I'm doing and the fun, interesting things I'm streaming or producing videos, looks like you gotta subscribe. I angered the YouTube gods, and they don't. I actually filled out a YouTube survey this morning when I was messing around in my YouTube account thingy. It was like, hey, you want to take a survey? And I was like, oh, by golly, I sure do. I can't wait to tell you how upset with you I am. I'm not bitter. Maybe I am just a little bit. So that's the end of the notes. The intro notes. Anyways, we've got release notes. In Feren OS, you can look forward to Feren OS Classic has been discontinued. I don't think I ever reviewed that. All of the Feren OSs I've reviewed have been just the standard. I don't even remember seeing a Classic. I remember reading about it, but I don't remember seeing it. So Classic is gone. It's not like every single Linux. No, that's the thing, Reed. The Distro Delves live streams do extremely well. It's all of my produced videos that do poorly. You know, the videos that I put a lot of time and effort into, hours of my day, of my week spent producing videos, only to have YouTube be like, "No, this isn't worthy. We're not gonna promote this." I think that I have a feeling that doing live streams, saving them as VODs, and using copyright music actually increases discoverability, because, you know, the record companies, they want the music to be heard, they want to make ad revenue, so I'm kind of like riding on the back of them, and it seems to work. So yeah, that means that I don't get any ad revenue, but that's okay. If you guys want to support me, you can use Super Chat. So I did do Twitch. Why not do live streams more frequently? I don't have the time. I've got a full-time job and I work all week. The only time I have to do this is on the weekends, and I don't want to. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like you guys, but I don't want to spend my entire weekend streaming. Oh, weird, the stream just cut out. Why did it do that? Don't do that, YouTube. Yeah, that was a bit of stream lag. I don't think that was from me, though. I think that was YouTube. So speaking of stream lag on YouTube, he asked me about, who asked me about Twitch? Yeah, actually, so for starters, Twitch doesn't have the same copyright policies as YouTube. Say what you want about YouTube, they have a really super good copyright policy. The bottom line is that you cannot use copyrighted content, such as music, unless you hold the rights and have permission. There's just... You can get around that by streaming in other countries that don't, you know, there's ways around that. But if you want to do it legit, you've got to have the rights. And when you become a YouTube partner, you kind of implicitly get rights to syndicate music because of the agreements they have with the music companies. So it's the YouTube partner program that allows me to stream this music. So I couldn't do this on Twitch because they don't have the same policy. And also, I simulcasted here and Twitch, and the Twitch throughput was terrible. So people want to watch EG on YouTube, so that's where I am. So yeah. I'm sorry, El Snarko, I'm sorry you feel friend-zoned. I don't want to do that to you. I love you all. You are all wonderful. And Eris, what about Streamfest? I could do an event. Yeah, that would be fun. I think that would actually be really fun if I could schedule a day where everybody's just kind of expecting a really super long stream and just cover a ton of distros. I think that would be a lot of fun. Definitely not a regular thing, but a fun thing for sure. Could you do your live streams earlier? No, because every day and every morning I have a appointment, we'll call it, at 8 a.m. my time. By the way, today is an Indian holiday. So last time I tried to pronounce Indian holidays, I butchered the name so badly that I don't want to try to say it again. Diwali, is that what it is? I wanted to mention or do something for Diwali, but I don't know enough about it. I know enough to be dangerous. I don't think I know enough to respect the holiday in the way that it deserves. So, yeah, the first place to start is to pronounce it correctly, and I'm not even there yet. So in the future, I would love to call out international holidays, because I know that that's important to people. I mean, it'd be important to me, you know. I don't know. The easiest way to respect it would be with color. Oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah. Chicago 95 theme for KDE. I have no idea. Maybe just yeet RGB. Theming Feren would be an excellent way to celebrate it. Maybe we will. I have a hard stop at about 11:45 my time because I have an appointment today at noon. So that's a thing. So it would appear that Feren OS here uses the Calamares installer, but it has a or maybe a post-install setup program. And it seems like a lot more distros are doing this, and I like that. Drishel. Diwali is the festival of lights, not colors. I like them both. India has the coolest holidays. I mean, to be fair, Christmas is pretty fun. Christmas can be fun. Dun, 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 dun. How's the music? I think I already asked that, but I was playing something else at the time. I had to change the compression ratio, so hopefully it'll make it so loud songs are louder and quiet songs are maybe quieter. I'm not sure, but hopefully it's okay. Wally. Or D-I-I. I'm not good. I can barely speak and read as it is. Trying to learn new words on stream is just not going to happen. Reading out loud has never been my strong suit, and never will be. Music is a little bit too low. I wonder if that's something I could change through OBS, or does it have to be? Yeah, see, I changed it so that OBS is kind of static, and I have to change it through the media player. Dun, 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 dun. Now it's right below the yellow. That seems like it might be. It's way more sensitive in the media player, unfortunately. Kai has arrived. Hello. My reviews is here. Google Translate. Well, doesn't who is it that uses the robot voice? I can't remember. I'll just have a robot voice back me up when I can't pronounce stuff. American Megatrends. Isn't that crazy? So here's the login screen. We're about to drop in. Oh, you know what? I don't have my pencil. One moment, please. Baby Wogue. That's it. That's who I was thinking of. I probably reference or at least talk about Baby Wogue more than any other Linux channel. I don't know what that means or what that says. I guess it's just a thing. Do I like ThinkPad laptops? As a matter of fact, I recently purchased a Lenovo ThinkPad with Ubuntu pre-installed. So I will be giving a unboxing and review of that when it arrives. Oh, guys, I didn't finish reading the release notes. What happened? How did I get so off track? Are there still Mint packages left in this? That's a good question. So, wait, for now, Feren, that's not true. It says right here in the release notes, Linux Mint repository is gone. You haven't been releasing distro delves lately. You've been kind of MIA. I know, I've talked about that several times. I've talked about it in at least 2 community posts, and I talk about it during the streams. Baby Wogue uses Amazon voice. Is it Polly, or is it a different voice? Like a different voice engine, I guess. Okay, let's go through. We'll get that in a second. So, wait a second, how did that get up there? Whoa, guys, according to my checklist, OS destruction is at the very top. Before the install. Uh-oh. I guess we have to destroy this thing. We haven't even gotten started. Well, okay. I guess time to say goodbye to Feren OS. Alright, let's take a look at the welcome app. So we've got the transfer files. If you backed up your files using the transfer tool before you installed Feren OS, this is the most self-aware welcome app I've ever seen. I have to say, this is pretty impressed. Now, if you guys have been keeping score at home, you will know that Fedora's GNOME welcome app is the best I've ever seen. And I do have to say, Feren OS's welcome app is giving it a run for its money. So we've got this. How do I use the transfer tool? What does that do? Oh, it opens Vivaldi. Ooh. Let's go ahead and take 2 points away. Maybe I should just keep arbitrary score. So we'll do 1 point for the welcome app and dock 2 points for Vivaldi as the default browser. Is that Davin or Davin? Yang, hello. Get the red pen ready. Oh, I've got it. I've got it in my hand right now. It's actually a red pencil. I've got a ballpoint pen, and then I have a red pencil. All right, let's move on here. What's the issue with Vivaldi as the default? I am unable to articulate the reason, but nonetheless, it loses 2 points. Get third-party codecs for many types of videos, music, and more. If you would like to, you can install the ability to play popular non-free media formats, including MP3, QuickTime, Media, Windows Media formats. Huh. Let's go ahead and get these jacked up. Vivaldi is the opera of browsers. What does that mean? Yeah, Drishel, I was thinking the same thing. Install the ability is kind of a weird wording, but I get it. Like, I know what it's... I understand what it's communicating, but it's kind of a weird way of saying that. Opera is a web browser too. Wait, what is this again? This is Feren OS. Is it Feren OS or is it Feren's OS? That's the question. That was the joke. Oh, I need to be connected to the internet. What? Okay, so let's dock another point. It didn't remember my internet connection. Oh, yeah. Does anybody know this song? This is a good one. Chuck Norris can delete the recycling bin. Vivaldi is the V of web browsers. You know this song vaguely? This is Renaissance. No, Resonance by Home off the album Odyssey. I think I did that right. No, it's by Four Hill. Or no, I'm not sure what the hell is going on. Never mind, I'm not going to try to read. I don't know what's going on. The stream is lagging again. Yeah, Reed, you got it. All right, are we done here? Let's move on. Let's talk about the desktop layout. We've got the default, we've got tablet mode. Now, if I recall in the Distro Delves episode, meet the creator in chat. In the Distro Delves episode, it had issues switching, I think. Or something weird happened. I can't remember exactly what it is. But this seems pretty solid. It's not acting stupid. There it is. Look at that. Wow, this is pretty damn good. This looks like Unity. The default icon is not good, though. We'll get to that. Cupertino. Vivaldi is a Chromium-based browser, which is made by former Opera. Oh, I didn't know it had something to do with Opera. That's kind of interesting. Redmond. Good old classic. But this is Feren OS's default. I don't know how I feel about it. It's fine. Like, I could use it, but I don't think I would seek it out. Spin Viking has arrived, everybody. We got the whole crew here. This is crazy. You guys are pretty excited about Feren OS, huh? Either that or there's nothing else interesting on right now. You have nothing else to watch. Using the desktop. Show me how to use the applications menu. So if I choose a different layout, will it give me, like if I choose Unity, will it tell me the same thing? Oh my God! Wow! Dude! Dominic, you put a lot of work into this. I was not expecting this. There's help for each layout. Damn. Okay. I have to say that's impressive. What layout did I end up sticking with? Let's go back to Feren. Nothing happening in the world, nothing else. It's a pretty boring day, huh? System tray. All right, we've spent enough time in here. So we've got the default is selected, and I'm gonna guess that that's a blend of light and dark. Or maybe it's just light. Go with dark. I like to stick with the defaults. Oh. Well, I'll talk about that. I like to stick with the defaults for this. We've got accent colors. Where does that show up at? Dark should always be the default. Light application, dark shell. Okay, that's fine. But where do the accents show up at, though? I'm not seeing them anywhere. I'm kind of dumb, though, so if you see them and I don't, let me know. Applications will need to be restarted. Okay. So will I see red? No, it's still blue. I'm guessing it's this blue. So if I switch to purple, what the hell's going on? Did you guys see it flash, or was that just for me? Dark. The panel is dark, but the apps are light. Okay. So basically, Plasma doesn't recolor GTK themes automatically. So when you choose global theme, okay. Sign out and sign, but we saw it flash. Yeah, I don't know what that was. That was weird. All right, we'll just move on. Pair your Feren OS machine. We're not going to do that. Reduce a little bit of eye strain. We're not going to do that either. It's cool. Was it Feren OS where I recorded the episode and turned on night color and then it was like red halfway through the episode? I'm pretty sure that was Feren OS that I did that on. I'm sorry about that. That was pretty bad. All right, so that's the welcome app. Let's see. Okay, so now that the system is installed and we've gone through the welcome app, let's go ahead and reboot, and then we'll check the system resources and all that. What would the phone pairing download? Probably the KDE Connect app. That's my guess. Oh, speaking of phones, I need mine. Where's my phone? Uh-oh. It's going to be hard to test Bluetooth if I don't have my phone. I got it. Okay. Boy, it's sure nice being able to stand while doing this. Up until this point, I've done all the Distro Delves episodes sitting in a chair. And the microphone was kind of in a static location, and now it's, I mean, it was on a boom then, and it's still on a boom, but I can like move around. You get all sorts of crazy stuff going on. I'm frustrated with the browsers, and Deepin 20 keeps telling me you have to reload pages, and yeah, I don't know. E.g., by the way, GTK colors change once you log in and log out. Stand-up desk. Actually, it's a dresser. It's a dresser that is just the right height. Oh, there you go. That's less of a purple and more of maybe an eggplant. But I'll take it. Okay. I probably shouldn't have opened the browser. That was dumb. Now there's processes running in the background. What the hell? Oh, it changes the bar color too? System D. All of the data that you want to see right here. Eggplant. Uh-oh. Shouldn't have said that. You're tempted to try Spin Viking. You're tempted to try Ubuntu Kylin. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I'd be tempted to try it too. I don't know how. You would probably have to remove the default software center and replace it with GNOME software, or just not, you know, just use apt. You don't really need that if you don't want it. Yeah, this is a dresser. It's pretty nice. It's like perfect. It comes right up to just above my waist, so it's like, it's a good height. Feren eggplant. So a fresh install weighs in at 15 gigs? Whoa. That's a big install. My God. Why is it so big? That is heavy. Memory usage is under 700 megabytes. I'd say that's about on par for KDE. KDE can always be lower. But you switched to Solus after my comments? Well, that's fantastic. You know, Josh, the Solus guy, Josh, has been streaming a lot on Twitch, doing a big GNOME stack update. So if you want to support them, you can follow him on Twitch. I don't know if he does the subscription thing, but whatever you do for him over there, I'm sure that he would appreciate it. He's a good guy. And Solus is a good distro. It would be cool to have a westernized Ubuntu Kylin. Yeah, I think so. It's kind of a weird, underrated, under-talked about distro. Actually, Ubuntu Kylin so far is the only video that I looked at recently that has more views from YouTube search than anything else. And I think that's because nobody's really covered it or talked about it. Kind of weird. Big Sur is a 14 gigabyte install. Good heavens. Oh, you've been following so the Josh's GNOME stack updates? That's great. That's really cool. So I talked about not being able to read this startup business before. I still don't really know. But these times look pretty, especially this 44 seconds and then like a minute. Seems long, but I don't know. I didn't really notice it. Buenas tardes. Hello, hello. What do we got next? How about a little Neofetch? Neofetch. Your Pop OS is saying 12 seconds to target. You're new to Linux, don't scare you away. Hey man, we were all new at one point. Look at that, Feren OS logo. Oh, I wanted to look at System D Analyze again. So, Jeremy, you're saying 12 seconds to target? This is saying 43 seconds to target. So, yeah, I don't know. All right, so Feren OS, you got the logo. Looks great. -3 seconds. Holy. Yeah, we're showing them the bird. How do you guys like the bird? I like it. I like the logo itself, but given that it's a bird and the color is blue, I think it's a little too close to Twitter's logo. But you know, I can tell that it's trying to be an origami bird. Maybe highlight the lines to make it more origami-like. I think it's a good logo, though. So it's using, this is Feren OS, kernel version 5.4, 2,300 packages installed. It's Plasma with Kwin, Breeze. Terminal font is Deja Vu Sans. Feren's always looked pretty professional. The lines are highlighted on the actual logo. Like, I'm looking at this guy here, like these ones. Maybe a green logo would look nice. The green would clash with the blue, though. Pretty bad. All right, let's take a peek at the system monitor. It'd be case discard, right? Twitter's bird looks up, so they're good in licensing. Boy, this is a chill song. So here's your system monitor. Now let's take a look at the desktop environment. Keep the system monitor running in the background. You guys are making me want to go look at my desktop. The desk station startup time, I'm kind of curious. So I think a good place to start would be settings. Jeez. We have activity settings, which is first, advanced settings, and then another advanced settings, and then system settings. Good thing I know what I'm looking for, I guess, huh? Okay, so let's get back to the release notes. So Feren OS Classic has been discontinued. 32-bit support has been discontinued. These are all of the release notes for Feren OS Snapshot 2020-11, right? Linux Mint's repositories are gone, so there's allegedly no longer a reliance on anything Mint related. Software sources got an update. The overall theme was redesigned. If you remember in the last Feren OS live stream, there was kind of a preview of this theme. So the theme that we're looking at right now is kind of the final version. Feren can correct me. Dominic can correct me if I am wrong by that. Enter is now the default font. I believe that was a typeface that the elementary OS people were looking at. And Feren OS Tour makes its debut, which we looked at, and I am impressed with. So, let's open some apps and take a look at the theme. Now, if I recall, this is not Dolphin. This is Nemo. So this is a GTK app. Let me guess, the guest is Michael Tunnel. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know who that is. So that's definitely not the person that's coming on. We do have a special guest though. If you guys stick around to the end when we normally destroy the distro, I'm gonna have a special guest on, and we're gonna talk Linux and tech news. Yeah, no Dolphin. Yeah, what's the story with Thunar? Kind of curious. I love Dolphin. I wanted to open. So now we have a GTK app and we've got a Qt app. And honestly, they look pretty damn similar. If I didn't know what I was looking at, I wouldn't even know that these were two different toolkits. If you went with GTK File Manager, why not Nautilus? I bet it's because Nautilus has a huge dependency on GNOME. Wait, Thunar did I say Thunar? I was thinking Thunar, but I'm pretty sure I said Nemo. Anyways, let's talk about the global theme. Oh my goodness. Feren Eggplant. Dark, light, and Feren Purple. It should say Feren Eggplant. And how about Feren Fuchsia? This one could be Feren Copper. This could be Feren Let it. I don't know. This reminds me of a vegetable. I just don't know what exactly. I was going to say lettuce, but lettuce usually has a lot more white in it. I guess it depends on when you get it. Feren Slime. What song is playing? This is a song called Los Angeles by FM84. FM84 is an outstanding artist, and I strongly recommend checking him out. Good stuff. So if we wanted, we could make Feren just look like Breeze. This will probably cause some damage. Can you get rid of the Breeze theme for this? EG's gonna play some games today? Possibly. It depends on how quickly we get through things, because I have a hard stop. I gotta stop in a little over an hour. Oh, this is another fantastic song. I love this one. Feren OS Dark. So it changes the icons, but I think you have to reopen it to see the dark. Oh, really? All right, Feren. All right, Dominic. You've got some explaining to do. You just came here for the 80s sounding music? Oh boy. We need to see some H-top? Okay, I'll show you H-top. The songs later in the stream, full-blown 80s. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it a lot. You know how I know you're gonna like it? Because I like it. And I only like good stuff. That's not true, actually. I played that Dinosaur Jr. song, you guys hated it. I happen to think that was a fantastic song, but I can understand why people don't like it. Hello everyone, keep up the great work. Why thank you, Mike, I appreciate that. I appreciate your kind words and everybody's kind words. You're all wonderful. I look forward to these streams every single week. I'm like, dude, I'm counting down the days to Saturday when I can stream with people, and it's going to be a blast. Why does everybody keep saying KDE question mark? Yes, this is KDE, and it's got a lot of GTK stuff. I don't know what to say. I came here for the Feren OS grilling. 0 dislikes. Wow. All right, so for now, you have to either apply the color scheme again in system settings or log out. Okay, that's interesting. Is that something that you can fix? Because that's kind of nasty. Ew. I have to say, these icons are not doing it for me. These ones. Never say you don't have any dislikes. Now you have 2. Wonderful. They're just jealous. Oh boy. Okay, let's not get distracted. Okay, so let's get back to these folders. So I'm not a fan of these icons, and let me tell you why. For starters, they look fat. They're like wide. And second, I don't think that the light blue contrasts with that dark blue. It's almost like indigo. And they just don't play well with each other. And on my monitor anyway, there's like, I don't know if it's the anti-aliasing, there's just something off. I'm just not digging it. Oh, now we're dabbing. Yeah, thick, exactly. These are some thick folders. And we've got dabs. You guys know I love emojis. That sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't. That's on stream too. The Marquee 182, why not add the KDE backports? I don't know. Oh, hey, that's a good call. Feren, Dominic, did you drop Cavantum? I remember something about Kvantum. Anyways, we've gotten off track. Oh, wow. Wait a second. Desktop layout. What? Is this a Feren OS thing? I don't remember seeing this in KDE. If you don't like the default icons, use Breeze. Let's do Feren Banana. Alright, so there's Feren. Ooh, I was gonna make a joke, but I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. We're just gonna move on. We'll just go back to the default. Getting totally off track here. I like these icons are pretty good. I'm okay with these. Banana eggplant. Oh no. I don't have to make the joke. The chat'll do it for me. All right. So those are the themes. The desktop layouts. You just finished setting up your laptop. This makes you want to switch. Is this based on Ubuntu? It is. My reviews, I've heard a lot of people have tried Feren and they really like it. So, and that's not a shill. That's just an observation. I've seen people talk about it and they like it. So. Oh, Kai, you're taking off? All right. Well, I guess let me know when you want your BSD on the show. We can poke at it and tear it down. I've got to kind of like coordinate with other releases and stuff, but this week it was between Endless OS, who just had a release, and Feren OS. And we're doing Feren OS today, and the next week is probably going to be Endless OS. But if you want me to look at something, you gotta let me know. The worst part is the new colors are both yellow and purple. Of course they are. You've just never had any luck with anything Ubuntu based. Ubuntu is kind of like, or not Ubuntu. Feren OS is an interesting one. Oh, you don't know about Endless OS? Endless OS is a really cool one. Not that Feren isn't cool. It's just it's very unique. It's got an immutable file system, and there's all sorts of weird stuff going on. This is a good choice. I like this icon set. I like this song. What's this song? This is Cruise by Crockett, right? Yeah. Off the album The Heist. It's a little pensive, but that's okay. You don't always want to have happy bubblegum chewing music. So the default font is Enter, which is a good one. The fixed width font, or the monospace font, is Deja Vu, which is not a good one. So I would recommend changing this to something like... Actually, why isn't it Hack? Why not use Hack for the monospace font? Your choice of music is... Thank you. We need to bring back boot login music. When will we get a Haiku OS review? That is a great question. It is absolutely planned. I don't know when it will happen, but you will 100% see Haiku and other OSs like that on the show. That's why it's called... wait, no, that doesn't make any sense. That's why it's called Distro Delves, because it's distro? No. When am I going to look at Guardia? Am I saying that right? Guardia Linux? I was going to look at that a couple weeks ago, but other things got scheduled. OS2 Warp, yes, definitely. We will definitely look at that one. We'll look at Guardia OS soon enough. There's just other stuff on the calendar right now. Enter is the best fonts you've ever seen. Yeah, Enter is pretty good. You haven't bothered checking out Hack? I would strongly recommend using Hack. Okay, so let's move on. Why live reviews? Because they're easy and they're fun. So let's do this. We'll switch to Windows 9. Yeah. So we've got the Windows 9X theme going on. So you can see here that Feren's icon, or Feren's style, what are these? Widget style, and these aren't decorations. These are just widget styles, I guess. Highly inspired by Breeze, but you can see that the tabs are a little bit different. And the bar hides itself. That's a cool touch, actually. Can you change it? You can't edit it. Dominic, why can't I edit this style? What are you hiding? What are you hiding back here? Oh, I guess you can't change fusion either. Oh, okay, never mind. Look at all these settings. Why can't I change these for the Feren styles? Look at this. This is unacceptable. I'm docking 10 points for this. Guardia is delightfully eclectic. Oh, that makes me want to try it even more. Guardia doesn't let you install tip? What's tip? I don't know what that is. Alright, plasma style. Football head. Such a tease, Feren. Adding settings to Q styles is hard. Oh, TLP. I see. When I worked in game development, I would have had killed to have somebody like you on a QA team. Well, it's funny that you say that because you click on all the things. Man, I started my software career as a QA engineer. QA and testing, it's in my blood, man. That is what I do, and that's one of the reasons why I like doing this so much, is I get to click and poke around and break stuff. But the trick is to keep it in a timely format. I can't like go too off track. So, but yeah, this is something that I enjoy. I love QA, and it's something that I guess is something I'm good at. I appreciate that. That's an excellent compliment, and I appreciate you saying that. So plasma style. Let's put that back. Oh boy. Pfft. I guess you guys will be able to hear that. It's going to come through the microphone. Feren OS style. I can't change. Oh, I guess you can't change anything. That's fine. Feren OS alt. What does that say? Alt notifications? Ass kissing QA is the worst. We've had too many people we'd ship purposely broken builds only to hear back it looks great. Ugh, that's the worst. Oh man, I could riff and go on and on about my philosophy in QA, but I don't want to go off track here, because I totally will. I really have to keep myself, like, keep an eye on the time, because I will go off track really fast. Uh-oh. What is going on here? Hey. Why are these buttons not doing anything? Dominic, what's happening? Feren has a cinnamon edition? I don't think so. That's just plasma things. I'm inclined to agree with you. Where was I? Advanced settings? Ah, I see. Uh-oh, this doesn't seem to work. Found a bug. And that probably all works. Man, I'm really going slow through the settings thing. Okay, I think that we've seen enough. Is there anything else I should look at, Dominic, here? Because, I mean, we could spend an hour on settings by itself. So bright. Are there some gentle dark themes that look good? I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't think the dark theme looks that great. Mainly because of the icons. The color is okay. But the icons are kind of... eh. What package manager does it use? It uses apt werewolf. It's KDE. You could spend 3 months in there. I know. I'm like, how long have we been in the settings? This has got to be like 20 minutes. All right, let's move on. Unless there's something else you want me to look at. By the way, emoticons are gone in Plasma 20. Feren OS Classic still exists. It's just not 20.4. Okay. Change the icon theme. Oh, here you go. Oh, don't you have to change the color or something? We're at a video game loading screen, or a stage select or character select screen. This is Makarosu 8299 off the album Sailor Wave. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, I highly recommend it. Very, very good album. That'll do. Okay, I find this acceptable. I gotta take a drink of water. I've just been talking nonstop. Is Snap pre-installed on Feren OS? I don't know. We'll get there. There. I can move away from the mic when I take a drink so you don't hear me gulping. All right, let's go back. Oh shoot, what did I just do? I touched a button on the laptop. Okay, all right, let's move on from the theming. As you all can see, there are a lot of great themes in Feren OS. Now let's look at the default apps. Oh my god, I've never noticed that. Look at what KSysGuard did. Should I log a bug? What do you think? What's going on? Oh, interesting. Okay, so check this out. I hit the start menu. Wait, my mouse was there. Oh, now it worked. I must have done something. This is another fantastic song called Miami Days by AM 1984. One of my favorites. In fact, I'm gonna turn it up for me so that I can hear it really, really good. So, in the graphics department, we've got Krita. What a great song to go through all of the apps with. Groovin'. See how the computer holds up to all this. Whoa. E.g., you can add the song names in the description, the order you keep them in OBS. I don't know how I would do that. I could. I think did I put a link to the playlist in the description? If not, I need to, so you guys can find it. I can't, well, yeah. Music is a touchy subject. I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah. I like the music. What can I say? I test all this stuff to make sure that it's legit on YouTube, because some tracks will get the video banned. And it's not that big of a deal, but I want to make sure that doesn't happen. So I have to screen all this music before I play it. And that's kind of a process. So sometimes people tell me to play, like, oh, play this song, play that song. It's like, it's a little sketchy unless I know exactly kind of who the music publisher is. Oh god, there's not a camera on this thing, is there? I'd be so pissed if the camera turned on. Oh my god. I'd be so mad. Oh, dude. I just clicked it without thinking, and then suddenly the thing turned. Hey, you know what? While we're here in Vivaldi, I want to show you guys something. I'm going to take you to my favorite website. Wow, this is kind of cool. What's your preferred terminal? Just terminal. I don't really have one. Some terminal emulator that works. A TTY is fine. You almost got me. So, according to Distro Watch, and this was updated on the 11th, Feren OS. Oh no. Feren OS is based on Debian and Mint. It's based out of the US. It supports i686. It uses Cinnamon and XFCE. And Feren OS is a desktop Linux distribution based on Linux Mint. It ships with Cinnamon, includes Wine, and it ships with WPS. The only thing that is accurate here is that it ships with Vivaldi. Everything else about this is wrong. Dominic, yeah, he's based out of the US. I mean, to be fair, it is based on Linux, but not Linux Mint. Anyways, I thought that you guys would like that. We'll get to the web browser manager in just a moment. I'm still opening apps. It's taking a while. We're getting there. Firewall config? Really? What kind of firewall configurator do you have? Oh, just UFW. Login window? What's this gonna do? Just take me to the login? Oh. Oh, hey! This is Cinnamon. This is from Cinnamon, isn't it? Well. I guess DistroWatch wasn't correct. There is some Cinnamon. Oh, this is another Macrosu 8299 Sailor Wave. This is called About You. Oh man, I'm so lucky, man. I can sit here, play around on Linux distros, chat with you guys, and listen to music. Like, how does it get in? How does it get better than this? I don't know if it can. This is it. This is like the peak. This is probably about as good as, well. Oh, maps. Oh, we've got to look at maps. It's a pretty sweet life. All right. So you guys see where I am. Where are you? So DistroWatch says that Feren is, Dominic lives in this place here. Vine sauce. You can see your house. You want to go to the Netherlands. Wow, that really zoomed in. Okay. You want to go to Lithuania. Here we are. You want to go middle of the Pacific Ocean. You want to go to the Russian Federation over here somewhere. MasterCard is in Mexico. South of Iceland. South of Iceland? So you're like in here somewhere, basically? Are there some islands? You want to go to Knoll Island? Isn't that right here or something? You want to go to India? What's going on in India? It's a pretty big place. I have to say this is a pretty slick app. When it works. I've had a lot of problems with it. Narnia, I don't think that's here. Jeff, you're on the Isle of Wight. You know what? I don't think I know where that is. That is one place I don't know. I was thinking it was here, but this is the Isle of Man. You got me there. You're in Hell, Michigan. So, like Detroit, basically. Let's go to Westeros. I don't know if that's modeled here. Look at the bit at the bottom. Was it this? This guy? Wow, these are some weird looking islands. I see. Minnesota? You're a place at Albuquerque. Go to the right. Is it here? Oh, there it is. Hey, right on. Okay. Sounds like the guy briefly married to Janet Jackson. You're at Bikini Bottom. That's somewhere over here. Williamsburg, Michigan is hell. It's pronounced Minnesota. Minnesota. Soda. I'm bad with accents, man. Alright. Dude. It is hot in here. I gotta turn the fan on. No. There, that'll do. Wow, now I'm in the dark. Minnesota, Indonesia, North Richland Hills, Texas, near the middle of the US. All right, so with that, with all of these apps open down here, how many processes? That's a great map selection of the stream. That is fun. It is fun. Okay, so we've got 252 processes. Feren OS is sipping on 2.2 gigabytes of memory, 0 swap, and the CPU is barely breaking a sweat. I have to say, that's kind of impressive because we've got a lot of apps open. Look at that. We've got Vivaldi with like three pages, tabs. Dang. It is. I'm really surprised, actually. Dominic, how did you do this? What's your secret? Can you teach it to other distros that... Like, I don't know if you guys have seen my Twitter. I post pictures of my CPU usage on there all the time, but like I'm eating like 13 gigabytes of memory. It's just crazy. All right, let's talk networking. Networking. Oh my goodness, look at that. Wow, the dark on dark doesn't look good though. And this Windows network is a GTK icon. I have to say, man, I'm not loving the icons. And I know that people say that I can change it, but I'm looking at Feren OS's defaults, and these are the dark default icons, and I'm not digging them. I have to be honest. Are we back to the normals? Yeah, okay. So these are the default icons. These look too symbolic, especially when this Windows network icon is like blue. These are just gray and just based. This is based on Ubuntu base. I see. So the question is, can I access these? So this is localhost, lap station. Connection refused. Oh wow, really? For real though? Whoa! Damn. Okay. Well, the networking situation passes with flying colors. I'm impressed. That's fantastic. Man, you love Saturdays. Kids are playing, you're still watching EG. That's fantastic. Wow, I'm glad. These streams are fun, and they're even more fun knowing that people are having such a good time watching them. Is this Pac-Man? No. This is Nemo. I can't remember what desktop Nemo is from. Is it Cinnamon? Or is it Mate? I don't remember. Let's take a look at printers. Oh my gosh, that's my printer. Nemo is from Cinnamon. Printer works out of the box. Mate uses Gotcha. Gotcha. Wow. This is great. The integration's fantastic. Look at this. I can change all the settings without root. Man. All right, let's see what Bluetooth is doing. Let me clear my notifications. Sometimes it pops up with notifications from my phone and stuff. Bluetooth is on. Your adapter is not available. Let's make it visible, and we'll search for devices, or we'll add a device. Okay. Bluetooth looks good. Found my watch. There's my phone. It matches. Let's see what it does. Kaja is my favorite file manager. You don't hear that one often, huh? This distro needs to switch to Dolphin. Pair pin is correct. It has failed, but then here it is. I think that's a KDE thing that just kind of happens sometimes. Yeah. And there it is, we're connected. Yep. Oh, see, it says we're disconnected, but we're not. This is weird. There we go. Now it's connected. Google Play Music. Okay. Cool. Wow. All of the networking sauce works right out of the box. Bluetooth, printers, file sharing with Samba, all right out of the box. That is pretty damn impressive. A lot of distros we've looked at on the show can't even do half of that. Now it's time for the SD card, if I can get it in. There. There we go. So that's exFAT supported. exFAT file system support out of the box. That's good. So we've got 7-zip, we've got RAR, tar of course, and zip. And I like that it opens it in the archive manager. It doesn't just extract it or open it in the file manager. I hate that. What the hell? Oh no. Oh, right. That's right. F in chat for Google Play Music. You can't, because Nemo is GTK and Arc is KDE, you can't drag and drop between the two. Isn't that right? Now that is a nasty bug. And that's a bug that would be fixed if you just switched over to Dolphin, huh? Where's my computer? Oh. Dolphin, that's right. Just install Dolphin. This is The Velvet Garden by City Girl off the album Neon Impasse. Didn't you have the same issue, GTK to GTK? I don't know. I don't remember having that issue, but it's possible. Fun fact about exFAT, Dominic forgot to add it to the snapshot. He added it the last second. I would have called it out. I would have said, oh no. Install Snap or Flatpak. Oh, we will. We'll get there. Boy, you wanted some chill music. You got it. Why is this a picture of a panda? I guess we'll get there in a moment. Google Play Music is gone. Joseph's very upset about the Google Music situation.
This snapshot of Feren OS was released at the end of December 2019, and it said...
That's kind of annoying. It opened in the background. We'll just mute that, shall we? I couldn't figure out where the hell that was playing from for a minute. Why did it open the background? I don't have VLC open or anything, so it's not like it picked up a different thing. Why did it do that? What the hell? Don't change the music, please. We love pandas. And look, now it's acting like it's opening for the very first time. Why the heck did it do that? I should probably update those, huh? That's pretty old. I made these a long time ago. See, now it's behaving right. That was weird. What was that? The preferred way to install snaps, by the way, is the welcome screen. Okay, remind me when we get to the Flatpaks and snaps part, because I have limited attention span in general, but especially because I'm streaming. So all of these look good. Uh-oh. Oh. It would help if I clicked it. VLC, please. Oh, this is the longest that I've stood in a while. My knees are like, hey, why don't you sit down? And I'm like, no. Why would I do that? DirectX log is an executable file? I don't think so. Okay. Oh! It's struggling to play that AVI file. VLC's having a heckin' struggle. You want me to run that? Run it! Just fails. Oh, you know something we didn't do? I forgot to look at dmessage. The CPU usage. Oh geez, yeah, look at that. Was that from the AVI file? Yeah, look at it. It's having a heckin' struggle. It's kind of interesting. Some like errors for my Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. That doesn't have anything to do with Feren OS though. That is odd. That tells me that it's using a codec that isn't using hardware acceleration or something. Oh, wait a second. These are old. Oh no, I think I deleted the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh, I'm a dummy. I'm supposed to run it from here. There we go. I opened the wrong thing. Un momento. I've got it. The heat is on, and this is out of control. We have a Nest thermostat, and it is the worst, man. It is just terrible. Oh my god, it's like it can't connect to it. Yes, turn that down. What is wrong with you, you stupid idiot? Thought getting a Nest thermostat would be cool. The fan noise. It's 77 Fahrenheit here. Yeah. Ecobee with sensors better than Nest. Nest is just terrible. You can hear the fan. Yeah, it's like it's out of control. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's cold as hell outside. But the thermostat, I don't know. I'm not going to go on and on about it. I totally could, but the fan goes, yeah. Once I get my new laptop, that'll go away. That's just this laptop's kind of a POS. Okay, so let's try that again. Is it going to open this? Oh no. Oh. What happened? What is it trying to open it with? Wait, system monitor? Open it with photo viewer. Why can't the photo viewer open that? You can't open an ICO file? And it can't... Krita can't support XFC files written. XFC? XCF. Boy, that was a struggle. Written by GIMP 2.9 or newer. Okay, well there's that. Can it open a TIFF though? Yep, it sure can. Cool. Alright, now let's try the videos. Oh, no, it's still having a struggle with this. Ooh, this is bad. This is just H.264 with AAC. It shouldn't be struggling with this. Thermostat delves. Yeah, you guys want to review thermostats? Oh my goodness, that was bad. Oh my gosh! What is going on here? Didn't I install the restricted extras? Can it play VP8? Oh my goodness, what is going on here? It can't play any of these. Okay, this is weird. I'm gonna restart and try this again. Let's do like a upgrade. Exit XFCE files. Man, this is gnarly. Oh, we've got an update. I don't see anything media related in there though. Guess the codecs it installs aren't. I don't know. Ecobee with sensors in every room. It knows when to circulate, when to cool, when to heat based on the rooms. Oh, there's also motion sensors? Holy smokes. You went the whole 9 yards with that one. Yeah, I don't know about this media situation. This is not good. Rebooting won't do anything because we've already rebooted and none of those changes were media related. So I'm going to guess that the codecs that were installed are not the correct ones in a 2-bedroom apartment. Yeah, man. I'm gonna assume it didn't add the ugly codecs. Yeah, it must have. That was pretty gnarly. VLC must work without system codecs. Yeah, that's true. VLC usually does its own thing, and I don't know. So for app images, we've got Etcher, we've got the Pling store. There's Etcher. And here is the Pling store. I'd just like to point out that Feren OS is still somehow using less than 3 gigabytes of memory with all this stuff open. That's crazy. Let's open a media file and leave it sitting in the background for funsies. Just let that play. Okay, so here's the Pling store. Wait, do I have 2 browsers open? I think I do. Like 2 file browsers or something? Oh well. Not hurting anything. Alright, Flatpaks, let's see what it does. It does nothing. That's okay. We'll open the Feren store in just a second. Is that Aaron from Kissimmee EU? You know Nest has sensors too. You can throw one in any room. Yeah, how much do they cost? Like 50 bucks a sensor? I have not been impressed with Nest at all. You would try FF play the file? Did it? Oh, there is... Okay, it's over here. Oh, it opened on the bottom. I see it now. Look, it's got a little Feren logo there. Let's get Lightworks installed. Welcome screen to get snaps. Okay. The Nest sensors are 35 bucks. Where'd it go? Oh, it's down here. Wait, please close other application. Oh, because it's still running an update in the background. Duh. MPV works without codecs. Yeah, I was thinking Florida too. So it looks like the fonts are messed up and is this G Debbie? Oh, the music just cut out. What happened? What happened to the music? There you go. It's a throwback for some of you that remember this song. Music is a rip. Did I not tell it to install? There's so many icons down here, I don't know what I have open. I swear I told this to install. Oh, it failed because it's locked. Duh. Now it's not locked, so let's install it. It's really hard to see instead of 720 at 1080. Yeah, I can't do 1080 on this laptop. We'll bump up to 1080 once the new laptop arrives though. 300 megabytes of RAM consuming. Flexing your fast internet. The internet here is no good. Oh, it's done. There you go, Lightworks. Go back to the welcome app, and this is where we set up Snap or something? Feren was saying. Jeez, who's eating all that CPU? NT code. What was that? What is this? Oh, Lightworks is doing that. Okay. Like, what the hell? Tokyo City vibes. It's hit or miss when using Plasma themes. Oh, for the fonts and stuff? Jeez, I think the stream is really far behind. Alright, so we got the Feren welcome screen. Is Lightworks still limited? The free version is limited to 720, yeah. Let's get you guys back to the ordinary programming. What is I'm gonna sort by artists. We need M's. I like this one. All right, back on track. We got Snap apps. We got store, including wait a second. What's a Snap apps about? Snap support is not installed. Would you like to install it? I would love to install it. Black Worm with the $5. For all you guys asking about music, look up SongRec on GitHub. It's an open source Shazam-like app for Linux. Works great and it's easy to use. Thank you for that, Black Worm, and thank you for your support. I appreciate you. And with that, I will go ahead and read you a dad joke. I'll tell you guys what. I wouldn't buy anything with Velcro because it's a total ripoff. Cannot say I recommend Velcro because it'll rip you. It'll rip off just like that. All right, enough goofing around. So it installs Snap from a terminal. And while that's going, let's go ahead and fire up the Feren OS store. You like Zorin OS the best. I don't think I've done a live episode with Zorin. What the heck? Snap is downloading Snap. It just doesn't, Feren doesn't pre-install Snap, so if you want Snap support, you have to install Snapd. Feren OS store. It looks an awful lot like Mint store. I don't know. This is just called Store. It's a utility for Feren OS for installing and removing applications. But like Snapd is installing Snapd. You're on MX, but you're thinking about moving on over to Feren. Oh shoot, I should probably close this, huh? So you guys can see chat. I don't think chat's really showing up that well over here anyway. The kernel is updated. Maybe it's time for a restart. You make a good point. Let's see what kind of games we've got here. We're getting towards the end of the checklist here. App discovery and installation. Do you guys know what that means? That means that we're going to have the special guest on the show, and we're going to talk news. Would you guys like to hear some news? I wanted to get. Does this search Flatpaks? I think it said it did. Let's do GTK stress. Do. Lamer with the $2. I want to hear another dad joke. Well, I'm happy to oblige. So I've got some jokes written down here, and the thing is, like, I've got a joke written about pizza, but I don't want to tell it to you because it would be really cheesy. Oh boy. What are we doing here? What the hell is going on? This is becoming a circus. Special guest! I'm very excited for the special guest. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go to FlatHub. I love that people could just say, wow. This is like asking Siri or Google for a joke. Pizza, but cheesy. So, is there anything else I am missing, Mr. Dominic? We've got system maintenance. I don't think we've talked about that. Special guest Linus Torvald. I don't want to make you guys riot, but I will say that this stream is a bit of a riot. Look how long it's taking to install Snap. Like, this is ridiculous. We got system information. It has detected one problem, and that is that I don't have language packs. I don't really see why that's a problem. Oh, geez. This is an error. Don't worry. I want to let you know a little something. Jesus. Unfortunately, oh, you know, I've seen this before. Unfortunately, due to upstream packaging issues with Snap, launching the Snap Store outside of a welcome screen caused issues. Okay, we'll go ahead and restart here in just a minute, though. So it's worth pointing out that there is, in fact, 2 stores. 3 if you want to include the Pling store. EG doesn't have the clout to get Linus Torvalds, but Linus Sebastian might be an option. I don't know about that one. Special guest. You guys are guessing who the guests are. I mean, we could leave this running. So, you know what? Actually, let's go ahead and take a snapshot. Let's look at the system monitor. We can see that we're finally above 3 gigabytes with all of this stuff running. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to restart. So we go back to square one. I'm going to get that graphics card benchmarking thing going. While that's downloading, we're going to play the song intro game that I'm really excited about. And then we're going to have our special guest join us. So while that's going, I gotta get things set up. Log back in. I legit get 3 gigs of usage just for Chromium. Your mind is blown. I'm really impressed. I don't know how it's keeping the memory usage so low. So I want to install a Flatpak, but it seems like... What is happening here? The Snap Store? I don't think it's in there. I always forget what it's called. I'm just going to go to FlatHub, do it that way. Light DM for KDE Plasma. Fun fact that when you launch the Snap Store, if you launch it while you're using I suddenly lost the ability to read. I'm not going to continue to put you guys through that. Benchmark. Nope. Is it here? Basemark. I type in benchmark and it doesn't find this. Okay, so how do I install Flatpak apps? How do I do it? Is it really only 11? Huh. Interesting. Flat. If I search for flat, I find nothing. If I search for store, I find a couple different stores. So I have to say I'm not a huge fan of the Snap integration. I understand why you did it that way, but I still don't like it. Oh, this song is back. Here, if you guys want to hear some good tunes. Oh, I didn't put the other one in there. I mean, we can listen to this. Well, is it this one? Oh, here you go. Very heavy, oppressive music. It's integrated into Discovery, Flatpak install. So if you have a dark theme, sudo. Well, I mean, I know how to install Flatpaks from the terminal, but I'm wondering if Feren can do it. Feren OS has the ability. Base mark. Let's see if it finds it. It does! Look at that! All right. And now it is time. You love this kind of music? This is a track by Timecop 1983 called LA Nights. But I'm going to cut it short, and we are going to begin the song intro game while this gigantic app starts to install, because it's going to take ages. All right, you guys ready? Let me crank up the music. All right. Yeah, for e.g. when you log out, KDE would bug out. Okay. All right. Tune your music antennas to the 80s. We're going back, and this is New Wave Part 2. This will probably be the last New Wave playlist for a while. I'm really happy about this one. I said on Twitter I am unreasonably excited about this because I love 80s music. Oh yeah. What do you guys think? Fire Snake, you like this one? I like this one too. I love the guitars. I don't know how it's possible to not like this song. So, fun fact, this is another song by Wang Chung. It's called Dance Hall Days, and I absolutely love this chord progression. I recorded a track and threw it up on SoundCloud recently. It's called like Blue is Midnight or something, but I copied that chord progression and put a bunch of distortion on it. I'm thinking about recording and putting music on YouTube on my other channel instead of SoundCloud, because I'm not really a big fan of SoundCloud. All right, next up. This one's a little obscure, I think. You can remember this song by, it's that one song with bagpipes. Spin Viking, I forgot about Flock of Seagulls, damn. And also King, Flatpak. This is that song is called "In a Big Country" by a band called Big Country. They're a Scottish band and they're known for using bagpipes in new wave and alternative rock music of the 80s. Screensaver turned on. Synth Love. Do you guys know this one? That's right. The Cars Magic. I love this one. I love the Cars. Just best. I have a cover of that song on my SoundCloud where I was playing it in my garage, jamming along with it. Alright, here we go. I rediscovered this one while I was looking for music for this playlist. You still love the first Cars album? I love it when people get the songs like right away. This is a classic. There's a live version of this that's pretty good. All right, next up. This was another song that I discovered for this playlist. Like I rediscovered and I was like, oh my god, I forgot all about this. Jeff is right, it's Bananarama. I can see where you'd get Ace of Base from, though. It's, Man, this thing is still installing. I thought I had enough music. Here's the last one. This This next one doesn't really fit the genre, but we're doing it anyway. The Talk lead singer died last year. That sucks. Eddie Grant? Is that who this is? Yeah, I think. The question is this a good song? You want some Tears for Fears? We already played this song, but this thing is still installing. Lord. I already talked about this song. It's from a movie. It's also an outstanding song in its own right. Who's the guest? About to bring him on. Welcome to EG's world. That's right. So is anybody else either singing or lip syncing to the song? Can't play Queen. Banned. Yeah, it's hard not to dance to some of this stuff, I'll tell you what. That's what makes standing fun. That's it, that's the Discord. Alright. Flock of Seagulls. I forgot about them too. Alright, I think it's about time. I love the bass here. I don't know if you can hear it, I'm gonna turn it up. Listen to the bass. Do a manual fade. This is such a ratchet setup, what I've got going on here. All right, we'll turn time cop back on. Yeah, this song is fantastic. Bring on the guest, my body is ready. All right, so just like anything, there's I've got to get like the audio set up. Hopefully everything is the right volume when he joins, but here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Special Guest.
How you doing?
Good. We got Time Cop blasting in the background.
Nice.
And we've got Mr. Tin Ton Noggin, or Kin himself. The special guest.
Yeah, either works.
I can't believe that this thing is still installing. I trimmed down the number of songs because I thought that maybe it was too much, and it's still installing. So my plan, Echo and the Bunny Man, I hope that that's like a title of something and not that we're actually echoing. Not sure.
Someone suggesting, oh, well, you're talking about 80s tracks, right?
Oh, yeah. Is that a song?
Echo and the Bunnymen. Yeah. Oh, no, it's a group.
Oh, my God.
Classic 80s group.
Let me look them up really quick. What are they known for?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, geez. I can hear the tune. The name of the song's escaping me.
The Killing Moon, Bring on the Dancing Horses.
I'm going to say, and this is probably wrong, I'm going to humiliate myself, but Sugar Kisses. Search that. Under Echo and the Bunnymen.
Lips Like Sugar.
Yeah. That's the one.
Okay, I'll keep it open. I can't play music that I haven't screened.
Yeah.
Because, certain record companies really don't like you using their music. So.
Yeah, they tend to get a little touchy.
I don't know if this Basemark GPU business is going to finish. I can't. That is one thing I have to say about Flatpaks is that installing them takes ages sometimes. I mean, this is a big program to begin with, but yeah, it's taken a while. Introduce the guest. I do not know who he is. This guest that you are hearing right now is silence.
It's silence. I'm like, yes, who is it? Oh, yes, right.
Just crickets playing in the background. Now I can get the benchmark going so that people have something to look at while we're bantering here.
There you go.
Run the official test. How's the music sound, by the way? Is it good for everybody in chat? Can you hear me? Can you hear Ken? Can you hear the music? Everything's good? So, this guest has a Twitch channel, 10 Ton Noggin. You may have seen it because I host it, so if you're following me on Twitch, you may have already seen him. This is my good friend Ken. I know him IRL. We worked together for a number of years, and if you're familiar with the podcast that we did about 6 months ago-ish, he was the co-host, and I interviewed him, he interviewed me, or we interviewed a friend named Matt. So this is a new segment that I want to start doing. Dominic, we'll get to the RIP system, don't worry. I just want to have something playing in the background while we talk about news. But this is a new segment that I want to try. I've kind of held off on doing news stuff because maybe is almost like a protest in the way that people cover news. I think that it's just not my style. But people want to hear news, and I think that it would be fun to have a little segment where I have a guest come on the show, in this case, Ken, and he's going to read some Linux headlines, and I'm going to talk about them, or we're both going to talk about them, and we'll see how it goes. So,
yeah,
that's it.
Shall we dive in? All right. Yeah, and I have to admit, I'm eager to hear the track that you selected for this later on. Like, I'm kind of the guy in the box right now. I can hear your voice. Otherwise, I'm like completely insulated from the internet world here. So, looking forward to it. All right. So the first one from OpenSUSE has a new offering called Micro OS. Is this something? So I'm curious. Are you even vaguely familiar with this yet?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about it. I read that it was some sort of lamers taken off. It was good having you. Have a good time at work. Yeah, Micro OS is OpenSUSE's flavor of Kubernetes operating system, I think.
It is, yeah. So fundamentally, in addition to it being a stripped down version of the OS, as the name might imply, it's also an immutable OS, right? So the basic idea here, which is kind of interesting, is that once the thing is up and running, you can't actually change anything about the system at runtime. Mm-hmm. Any changes you want to make are going to have to be committed to the file system. You have to restart it. So this naturally makes it a good candidate for things like unattended installs. It is the basis for their Cubic stack for hosting containers as a service. That's all really awesome. I'm sure that kind of touches on your day-to-day life at least a little bit, or at least the ideas do.
It does not.
It does not, really. You're not dealing with container stuff. Okay.
Very little.
Very little. Well, the more interesting side of this is that while that's kind of where it had its origins, apparently they're also targeting the desktop with this. Like they're looking for this to be a daily desktop OS for folks who just don't like messing with things. So
there's another project called Fedora Silverblue, and Dominic said Fedora Silverblue OpenSUSE edition. That's kind of like, it's basically, that's what I'm thinking too. And I'm already not super impressed with Silverblue, just from like, why? I get, like I talked about it in the Distro Delves episode, and we did a live stream on it a while ago. And I'm just, even as an engineer, I don't really see a ton of value in it. I get what they're trying to do. I'm just like I don't really care. Flavors of Kubernetes, when you're using a service provider like AWS or Azure or whatever, if you're going to do containers, I don't know. I don't see a huge market for it. For starters, I don't know if there's even a demand for specialized, distros, and maybe there is. I don't know. But
yeah, I get the impression. So we've kind of talked about some of these related ideas before. This idea of immutability is starting to kind of pervade a lot of different things in software, right? So if you're doing functional programming, immutability is just second nature. If you're doing databases, there are now databases designed to be immutable from the ground up, right? They're append only. Of course, you can change some things, obviously, or else it gets very boring very quickly. But this idea of having something where you gain some sense of stability, you gain some degree of stability from the fact that you can't actually make changes. And if you do make a change and restart and something's wrong, it's transactional. So you've got a very clean, reliable path.
Exactly. Yep.
Lots and lots of benefits there. I think I was kind of curious to get your take on this, given the nature of your stream, where you're going in, and I think, you and a lot of your viewers get a lot of enjoyment out of seeing all the different combinations of things and fiddling with this and changing that, right? And this is so anathema to that idea.
Yeah,
this is no. This is for folks like me who are like, you know what? I want to develop an environment that's highly reliable. I don't want to mess with it. Like just leave that part alone. System updates and all that, we can do that outside the normal workflow. So for me, I'm actually kind of interested in this one. I will probably be following this to see where it goes.
There you go. I think as far as immutable distros go, Fedora Silverblue is probably more mature and is something to watch. There's a lot of community velocity and energy invested in it, and OpenSUSE, maybe it'll become something bigger. I don't know.
You think it might be a little bit of a Me Too thing?
I think it is absolutely a Me Too thing, but I think that it's important for SUSE, the business enterprise, to have an offering in that space. But as far as the community is concerned, I don't think anybody's going to care.
There you go.
That's my take on it.
Time will tell. Alrighty, so moving on to KDE. So apparently in Plasma 5.19, a couple updates that are worth mentioning. There was a new process for gathering system stats, apparently just called K System Stats.
Yeah.
Some widgets that go along with that. I think you saw some of the reason for doing this earlier on in your stream today, where you did that switch between the light and dark theme. And you were looking at K-Sysguard, I think it was, and you saw the change in the light to dark theme, like in the chart as it's plotting.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit of a sentiment that it's getting a little, long in the tooth, maybe needs a little bit of an update. So Plasma 5.19 included this new process for gathering system stats, new widgets that go along with it. Well, they've now officially released Plasma System Monitor as a separate thing. So it's
Plasma System Monitor?
Plasma System Monitor. It's not part of KDE officially yet.
Oh.
It's out there. It's available. You can download it. I think they want it to live in the wild for a little bit and get people using it. It is, though, intended to be a successor to K-Sysguard. So this is kind of they're looking to eventually, who knows what timeline, but yeah, they're looking to replace it.
Huh. I'm apprehensive because I love K-Sysguard. Dominic says 5.21. Is it available on... The weird thing about KDE apps is a lot of times they're very tightly coupled to the KDE project, and you can't install the apps without installing a ton of dependencies. So I'm wondering if they will make it a standalone app that you can install from repositories or somewhere like FlatHub or something.
That's a very good question. And yeah, that's true. So the initial components were in 519. Yeah, I think 521 is where you'll see it's where the full separate plasma system monitor is available.
Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. So also in KDE, also kind of related to something that you saw earlier, at least tangentially, there's a new theme apparently. If folks are familiar with Breeze Twilight, I am not, so I'm gonna just kind of rely on you. Like, hopefully that means something to you.
Breeze Twilight.
The Breeze Twilight global theme.
I think I know of it because Dominic, the Feren OS dev, has mentioned it. Mm-hmm. I think he had a hand in it, like designing it.
No kidding. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion because I don't really use KDE anymore. I think that KDE's themes could use an upgrade.
Well, they have at least one.
Chat's saying it looks good.
Yeah. So there's apparently now a dark appearance version of Breeze Twilight. So you have Breeze Twilight, now Breeze Twilight Dark. If you like Breeze Twilight, you might like this. The main difference is all the apps are still going to use the default light appearance. The main difference with this one is that Plasma elements, all the system menus and this sort of thing, are going to use a dark appearance. So sort of a, I don't know, maybe a best of both worlds. But again,
hybrid.
That's really similar to what you were using earlier, where you get the dark system menus in Plasma, and then you've got a highlight color you can pick. So,
yeah, it seems to be the direction that a lot of... Dominic responded to somebody in chat, and it's like he's making a statement, but also talking to somebody at the same time. It looks really funny. Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion. It seems like those hybrid light dark themes are kind of the future, the way things are going. Yeah. But I mean that's cool.
Yeah, I think so. Part of the reason for that, related to this also, so looking at Elementary OS 6, so apparently they're making progress in their own art style, and I think that part of their approach here touches on why you're seeing that hybrid approach being used. The idea is that apparently, so a lot of dark themes, when the full dark ones use an opt-out sort of a pattern, so that, you know, when you enable the theme, it's going to make all your apps dark, whether they know they're actually using a dark theme or not.
Right.
Naturally, that's going to lead to a lot of problems. You're going to have that, you know, one or two apps that don't work well with that. So you either don't use a dark theme, or you have to switch it on or on and off manually when you want to use those apps. So they're taking a little bit of a different approach. They've been developing a dark style theme that uses an opt-in approach. So basically, it's not going to affect an app unless that app explicitly opts into it. So it gives you the benefit of being able to migrate over the apps, ensure usability as you go along. It has a downside. I can only imagine. I'm across everything, I'm a dark theme user for various reasons, and as you get more and more apps that are using the dark theme, I can only imagine you're going to have those one or two that you forget about, and you like start them up and they're still in light mode, and it's like shining a high-powered flashlight exactly in your face. So but I think it seems like a good sort of a balanced approach to kind of migrate over gradually.
So there's a Linux distro called Deepin that has been doing that for a while, where you can open apps and have the apps toggle whether or not they're light and dark. I'm kind of like, my opinion on it is that it's taking Elementary OS forever to implement that. They've been talking about it for a long time. And I mean, it sounds like a complicated problem to solve, but I don't know if it's this complicated, you know, like set the theme and then allow apps to choose light or dark. It's complicated, but I mean, is it worth 5 million discussions about like how to implement? It's taking forever is my point. It's just taking a really long time to implement. So I mean, my perspective is just kind of like meh. Eris likes dark themes. I like dark themes too.
And I gotta do a sort of a quick check. Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm having a bit of a local issue, but if it's not affecting the audio, we're good.
Yeah, I mean, there's the regular Discord bumps like bleh, 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 every once in a while, but it's not bad. Drishel's taken off. It's 1 o'clock their time. 1 a.m. He's in India.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool. Global audience. All right, so last thing, moving away from software to hardware a little bit. So you're fairly enthusiastic Raspberry Pi user, aren't you?
I am not, but I like the project and I like the idea. I have a couple Pis.
I've heard. Okay, I was going to say I've heard you talk about it enough. Maybe I assumed too much, but they have kind of an interesting offering here. In the always looking for the sort of like inexpensive, ubiquitous computers. They have a new hardware package they're putting out. Raspberry Pi 400. It is a complete computer in a keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of a low profile keyboard, chiclet style keyboard, ready, almost ready to hook up to a display and use. Naturally, if you want to use a mouse and that sort of thing, you're going to have to provide your own hardware. The base unit, $70, so super cheap. If you're looking for something just to do a little bit of editing, whatever, seems like a really, really good fit. They do have what they're referring to as a, what do they call it? The Christmas morning package.
What?
Which is the, yeah. So
well, okay, now I gotta. So real quick, it looks like the benchmark crashed really bad. I'm not sure what's going on, but there it just let go. So let me check out this Pi 400. Where Cynical Wolf is saying he's a enthusiastic, and I haven't looked too much into it because I knew that we'd be talking about it today. So I've what the hell is going on here? The first 400 digits of pi. Thank you, DuckDuckGo. I appreciate that. I don't know much about this, but here for 10-ton noggin. There you go. Why'd the music cut out? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Why'd the music cut out? What's going on? There. Wow. This is... like, when Ken and I did... What is happening? Your mic has been transmitting for 30 seconds. What? Weird. We did a sound check this morning and I was concerned that the system would be struggling, and it kind of is, but it's not too bad. I guess chat let us know if something even more weird than that happens, but music cut out. I started it back up. Let's go ahead and look at this Raspberry Pi 400 situation. And you were talking about the Christmas edition?
The Christmas morning edition. Basically, it's ready to take out of the box and use. You just provide the display. So they provide an approved mouse, power supply, USB. It's like a USB-C power supply. Various other accoutrements that you'll need to be able to just plug the thing into a display and get going.
This looks cool.
Like $100. Yeah, $100 computer, full featured. My only complaint: no mechanical keyboard.
I thought it was mechanical.
Well,
I mean, it's a good looking keyboard, but I looked at it and I just kind of thought that it was mechanical, but I guess it's not.
No, I mean, it's one of those that if you don't mind chiclet keyboards, those really, the super flat, I have not used those for the better part of a decade now. I need the, like, the really loud click, high resistance. So, I'm not going to hold my breath for that. I think this is probably going to be it. But,
Eris is saying that the Pi 400 is the fastest Pi. The problem I've always had with the Pis that I've had, and I have two of them. I don't know what they are, to be honest with you, but I've had two of them. They're just dreadfully slow for anything user facing. If you want to run a server or a bot or something like that, they're great. But if it has a desktop, oh my God, it's so bad.
I imagine it's still going to have to be fairly minimal, but they do talk about how this is supposedly, and I don't know by what metrics they measure this, but they're like, this is 4 times as fast as the previous fastest Raspberry Pi. So,
Feren is asking me if I checked the wallpapers, and I have not, so I'm going to do that. Huh. So, what just happened? What the hell? Dominic, what was that? Did it just crash? That was weird. I opened the wallpaper thing and it like reloaded everything. Higher clock speed for CPUs. The Pi 400 looks promising, but it only 4 gigabytes of RAM. Is there an option to upgrade the amount of RAM you get?
Not that I'm aware of. I think my take on, I could be wrong. Could totally be wrong on this. My take is that it's pretty much just a prefab thing. Might work well, I'm guessing, for, I don't know. I kind of wonder if this is going to be something that you would get for someone who's just otherwise technology averse. You know what I mean?
I think I'm gonna get one. If nothing else, I could do a stream with it, Oh my god. I just had an idea. Okay, so I've wanted to do a Raspberry Pi mini series for Distro Delves for a long time. And I haven't because the hardware is always evolving and everything. But now that you can get a Pi 400 with a keyboard and everything integrated and all of that, oh my god, I think that might be the ticket. I think that I could get one of those and we could pivot and do Distro Delves episodes on a Pi and just go through all of the distros that are available for Pis. That sounds awesome. What do you guys think of that? I think it's awesome. You think it's awesome. Distro Delves Raspberry Pi Edition. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Also, these wallpapers are real good. I like that it says modified by the developer as the artist. 5 years, the developer. Dominic's real name is the developer. People love the idea of a Raspberry Pi Edition. All right, we're doing it. It's going to happen. So tell me more about the Christmas edition. I'm not seeing it.
Let me see if I can get you a URL for that, actually. And it was my mouse that was going nuts earlier, so it looks like it good. It's back. Get you.
Oh, I think we lost you.
Let's see. All done?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're fine.
Oh, man. You.
I couldn't not do it.
Let's see.
So I have.
Lucky it didn't just start spouting obscenities.
Son of a.
Yeah.
So I got a Pine phone, and I was really excited and hopeful for it, and I wanted to do a bunch of fun stuff with it. But my experience with it has been terrible. The performance is completely unacceptable, and the distros that I've installed on it are basically not functional. So it's even worse because I bought the anniversary edition or something that came with a plugin that you could turn it into like a desktop. There's a word for it. It starts with a C, I think. But the thing is so bad that it's just not even usable. It's really unfortunate.
I don't know if your chat allows URLs, but I gave it a try. So yeah, it's the Christmas morning product. Includes the Raspberry Pi 400 computer, their official USB mouse, their official USB-C power supply, an SD card with the Raspberry Pi OS pre-installed, a micro HDMI to HDMI cable, and for folks who just never used Raspberry Pi, they have the official Raspberry Pi beginner's guide. Which again, for $100, I mean, hard to beat, right?
Yeah, this is a steal.
I gotta figure out the portable, like the little teeny portable display now. Only because this would be really awesome just for, never mind the mouse. Take it down to a coffee shop. I want to do some writing. I just want to do, super lightweight, self-contained. But now I gotta figure out the display. What do I actually display the thing on?
They should brand monitors. Why not?
They should, absolutely.
Faster, cooler. Do they mean like colder or do they mean stylish?
Hard to tell, right?
Well, I think that we are towards the end of the show, and what that means is that it's time for Feren OS to die a painful, agonizing death. I need instructions for this because I always do something wrong and then the whole system locks up, and it's supposed to go out with a boom and a bang, and every time I run it, the whole system locks up and there's nothing to watch. So let's go ahead and pull the SD card out because I'd prefer it not hose up that. So do you know what a fork bomb is, Ken?
I've never heard that term.
You've never heard fork bomb, huh?
I never have. I live in a little tiny insulated shell.
So it's funny. Somebody, I think my reviews said that on one of the episodes I should have a guest come on that doesn't know anything about Linux and ask them about Linux. And the funny thing is that I have a guest on right now that doesn't know much about Linux.
That's right. No, you can go ahead and say the full version. I know nothing about Linux. I've used Linux.
Sure.
I think I've actually, it may actually be somewhere on my computer.
This is 2.0, Dominic. So how do I run this thing? So what happens if you run sudo ls? You're running just ordinary LS, but you're elevating your permissions. Might hose up the system. Here we go. Oh, it's asking me for my password just to list the files. Here we go. Make sure you got 2.0. I'm pretty sure I do. So Feren wrote this little script that dominates the system. And he wants me to make sure that this is 2.0. Dominic, you didn't put a version in here. How am I supposed to know what version this is? I made this just for EG's distribution destruction. All right, here we go. I think you have to like call the absolute path of it or something. RIP. All right, here we go. System is gonna go down. Okay, it says what you've just executed is highly destructive. If you want to run this command anyway, resulting in an unstable system with all of your data, including mounted drives, being lost, please type OK and press enter. What do you think? Would you run something like this on your desktop? And he's gone. Once you've done that, press enter. You should log in. Wait. You should log into a TTY now and run commands. Okay.
If you're asking me, you gotta remember, I can't actually see your screen at this point. So sure, yeah, I'd run that. Why not?
Let's put on some. You won't see, that's the thing. I've got to get this figured out with Jack, because if I play music, 80s music, you can't hear it. Are you familiar with Missing Persons?
Oh, of course.
Really?
Neil Bosio, are you kidding?
Yeah. Oh man, I played Destination Unknown on stream, and nobody knew what it was. They were like, "What is this?" It was great.
Yeah. I actually, just within the last month or two here, went back and showed my kids that song. The problem is, I actually looked up the video on YouTube, and then was like, "How about just audio? We'll just do the audio version."
It's a little out of control.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, here we go.
She wasn't just known for her voice.
Yeah, she was that. What is happening here? It just popped up a YouTube video, and now it's playing an ad. What is happening here? Oh, this OS is being destroyed by the EG destruction command. Try to use it for as long as you can, and it will slip. All right, let's open up. All right, this is good. We've got Destination Unknown playing in the background. I'm gonna turn the audio up so people could actually hear the song. Actually, I'm a little mixed on having music with lyrics playing in the background. All right, have fun using your OS, appending to know about. All right, so let's do journal, follow. Let's drop into a TTY actually and run that too. Destination is unknown because we don't know where this is going to lead us. This is a good song. It's a really good song. IO error. All right, appears to be hosing everything up. It's not going very fast though. I was expecting. See, these errors are from switching the TTY. Is it working? Just link to them in the stream. The special guest has a good imagination. Uh-oh. What did he say?
No, I'm wondering.
Ken, what did you say?
I have no idea.
I've noticed that the YouTube chat delay varies wildly. Sometimes it's 5 seconds behind. Sometimes it's like 30. So I don't know what you said.
The other day we had
You're getting
delay
distracted.
like 5
shit.
minutes. So.
Oh, there's no about. Oh, can I read that actually? Can I? It's not doing a damn thing. All right. Nope, missed it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. This seems okay. So far, the system seems fine. Let's take a look at System Monitor, KSysGuard, the application that Plasma System Monitor is replacing. It made it slow so it doesn't kill it too fast. I think it might be going a little bit too slow. Base mark is still running. Wonderful. What would it be running under? I'm not seeing it in the tree. Did the process just up and die? Memory looks fine. I know. Oh, the YouTube video? Oh, was I supposed to hit OK? Or maybe I go back to the YouTube video. Oh, here we go. So this is Henry Stickmin Distraction Dance for 10 hours. It's going to take 10 hours for this thing to burn down? Ken, do you have a couple hours to burn?
Sure, why not? Let me tell you all my thoughts on C#. Actually, no, we'll go back and we'll talk about Scala.
Scala.
That was the other one we talked about? Yeah.
Sort by PID. So real quick, I want to tell you that Blue Monday by New Order is playing and you're missing it. I think that's a song that you would like. You know what? I think that you like Moody Blues, if I remember.
Yeah, I would definitely. They had an 80s phase. I would not say that they're an 80s group.
Okay.
Their older stuff, yeah, definitely. Let's see. 80s music. I'm just going to make a couple of predictions here.
Sure.
You tell me if it's in your list.
Yeah.
Talking Heads.
I don't think I have Talking Heads in there. They don't...
Kate Bush.
No Kate Bush.
No Kate Bush. Man. I know exactly who you're going to play. Hall & Oates?
No Hall & Oates. Think New Wave. I don't think Hall & Oates had a New Wave.
No, they didn't. It was actually a little bit of a joke. We had previous conversations about Hall & Oates.
Oh, Hall & Oates. I always brought it up because 80s. Yeah. I always
Exactly
hassled
right.
you and Matt about 80s music.
Yep. You got the Cars?
I got Cars in there. Yeah, we got some Cars.
Awesome. There we go.
Knights in White Satin. Oh, we're having crashes. Oh, geez, This thing's... It's falling apart. It's breaking apart at the seams. Yeah, it is. I also want to point out that on my screen, he is totally in sync with the beat of Blue Monday. He is 100% dancing along with the beat.
Nice.
I love it. All right, let's keep listing 80s new wave.
Oh, 80s new wave. Let's see. We're going to do a little more obscure here. Split Ends.
Oh no, I've never even heard of them.
Okay, do you know Crowded House?
No.
Oh man.
Wow. Striking out.
Don't Dream. It's
No. Uh-oh. Did we lose him? He said don't dream and then he's just gone. Oh my god, I think the destruction script took Ken out. Feren, Dominic, how the hell did you do that? It affected the computer. Okay, so here's my setup. I have my laptop sitting on a little stand next to the machine that is melting down, and it would appear that Feren's script, Dominic's script, jumped over to my laptop, and it's breaking my laptop down. Oh, everything is up. Oh, holy! Now this is an epic destruction. Dr. Conky is trying to recover things. All right, so let's give me 3 what you consider deep cuts, new wave from the 80s, and we'll go out on those. I can't play them yet. I'll have to record, like I'll have to write them down and play them later so that I can see if YouTube's okay with it. But yeah, give me three of your favorite cuts from 80s new wave.
Now, are you asking me or are you talking to your viewers?
I'm asking Ken, the master whiz of new wave music from the 80s.
Even do that. Oh man. Well, now that like there's pressure here. Let me see. I gotta look something up here.
So we got the Cars.
Yeah, I mean the Cars is a really good one. I mean, the thing is, I already listed a couple things, really good ones that I'd include on the list. Like, Talking Heads from that period. I don't know if they're really considered new wave, but they're close enough.
Okay. Did they do Psycho Killer?
Definitely. They did Psycho Killer. That was actually their first song ever. Like, that was the first song that David Byrne and company wrote.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Let's see. Man, my sister and I used to listen to this broadcast from England to, like, get the latest on, like, 80s new wave stuff. No, I'm never forget it. Oh, I mean, come on. You're not going to like this, but, I mean, everyone knows them, and they're vintage 80s. Duran Duran.
Yeah, we have some Duran Duran. We played Hungry Like the Wolf.
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Yeah, and I included Rio, but the publisher said no. I wanted to play more Duran Duran.
They were on Capitol back then. Dude, we're doing a little bit of homework, like a little bit of prep, and we will have like a vintage like 80s music stream.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh, geez, how did I forget them? Thompson Twins.
Yeah.
Not Hold Me Now, because everyone knows.
Okay, that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, everyone knows Hold Me Now. I actually just heard an interview with Tom Bailey, the singer-composer for the group, and he's like, yeah, everyone in America asks for Hold Me Now. He's like, you kind of get sick of it. Like, he likes the song, he wrote it. Everyone knows it. Like, you gotta go back a little bit. And if You Were Here is the next one people know, because it's 16 Candles. That was one of the songs that they played near the end of the film.
Okay.
So if you want to go even deeper, you have to go back further than that. So someone just mentioned Tom Tom Club. Thank you. Genius of Love. Brilliant song. And also been redone, but also, kind of related. They're a spinoff from Talking Heads.
Really?
I don't know how many people actually, yeah, they are. Their bassist and drummer are actually husband and wife, and they spun off and did Tom Tom Club as a sort of a side thing.
Oh, wow.
And then Mariah Carey took the essence of the song and did her thing over it back, I think, later in the 80s, probably in the 90s. I think she did that.
Yeah, they're telling me I need to reboot, and I'm going to give it a try. Oh, what?
There you go.
Yeah.
Funky Town Funky Town is awesome, but that's 70s. That is like peak 70s synth pop fun. Like, if you want to go that route, you'd get, what are they called? I think they were just called, the group is called M, like the letter M.
Oh, wow.
And they did that song, Pop Music. Like, it's in the same vein as Funky Town, where it's that everything heavily synthesized, But man, I loved it as a kid.
Well, I'll tell you what, you need to give us one more and then we're done, because Feren OS is destroyed. The boot partition is hosed. There is nothing to boot into. All I have is the EFI shell, which is the last place you want to find yourself.
All right. So the last one, I don't know, again, if this really falls in. I think it falls into New Wave. I'm going to say Talk Talk. And you can either do...
We had some Talk Talk on here.
It's My Life, probably.
Yep. Great song.
Yep.
Actually, you know what's funny is Duran Duran Rio's playing in the background right now.
Fun. Buttles also awesome. So, here we'll go way off road here just a little bit. This is still vintage 80s, and this is a really influential group. But I'm curious to see how many people have even heard of them, and that's Art of Noise. Like, you have almost certainly heard a song by familiar. Art of Noise, but their music is like, you think the copyright restrictions on Duran Duran and that are bad. You can't even get Art of Noise on most streaming services. You have to go find some vintage CDs, or they have a couple things that they've re-released on CD that are,
or maybe they re-released them on cassette tape.
You know what? If they did, I'd buy the thing. Honestly, I mean, I still have a tape deck in my car. Believe it or not. And it came with it, and that's the Volkswagen that I drove. But anyway, yeah, so we'll go with Art of Noise, because even if you don't know their stuff, you can hear them in just about everything that followed in the 80s, some kind of influence there. So
was that Boney M. Rasputin? Tape deck is better than a CD player in a car. That's true, because a tape deck doesn't skip the way a CD does.
Yeah.
Well, listen. We are 5 minutes to 12. I got a boogie at 12. So it's the distro's hosed. We talked shop. We talked news followed up with music. I've got to set it up so that you can also hear the music. I don't know how to do it. We'll figure it out another time, but this was really fun. Jeff says he's got Art of Noise on 12-inch. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's it. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you, Ken, for dropping by. This was a lot of fun. I think that this worked out really well. I'm really interested to hear what chat comments on the VOD have to say, because I think that this really mixes up the format, and it's really fun.
Really, really fun. And one more quick little blurb. Going to be streaming No Man's Sky later today under 10 Ton Noggin. You can look that up on YouTube or Twitch. You'll find it either place.
It's a good game. Are you playing that on PC?
I am.
Okay. I remembered seeing Escape.
PC. Yeah, so my wife is playing on PlayStation 4.
Okay.
I'm playing on PC. It's one of the few true cross-platform multiplayer games, so we're taking advantage of that.
Mm-hmm. That's
Alrighty.
awesome.
Thank you for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for joining, and thank you, chat. Thanks for the super chat and the dad jokes that I got to throw out there. And as always, I'm looking forward to the next stream. I hope you guys are too, and I hope that everybody stays safe, happy, healthy. Hope everybody has a good one. And that's it. We go